Hello all, I myself Mohan Kumarian, Assistant Professor, Computer Science Department, Srimati Shri YR GFGC, Pavagada. My today's topic is arrays in PHP. Learning objective. In this session, we are going to learn about arrays in PHP and different types of arrays. Session outcome. After this session, you would be able to understand an array in PHP and different types of arrays. Arrays. Arrays are special variables which can hold more than one value at a time. An array holds all variable values under a single name. We can access the values of an array by referring to the array name and the index. Arrays in PHP are more like as tables, that is associative arrays. In this, the key doesn't have to be an integer. In PHP, there are three different types of arrays. They are numerical arrays, associative arrays, multidimensional arrays. Numerical arrays defines an array with numeric ID keys. In case of associative arrays, these are arrays here it defines arrays where each ID key is associated with a value. Multidimensional array defines an array that contains one or more arrays. That is, it's an array of arrays. Numerical arrays or indexed arrays. Numerical arrays uses integer values as their index number to identify each item of the array. The keys of an indexed array are integers. So it begins from 0. Here the index of an array always begins from 0. Indexed array are used when you identify things by their position. So in those situations where we can use these kind of indexed or numerical arrays. By looking at this image, you can come to know that here this is an array and this is an index and this is the elements of an array. So here it has got 5 elements where the index starts from 0. Here every element of an array can be identified by name of an array and the index of that array. Here to identify the array element 1, we need to specify the name of an array and then the index value of that element. Associative array. In associative array, the index is associated with a value. For example, if you wanted to store the salaries of an employee, you can use the employee names as a keys in an associative array and the output value would be their respective salary. In associative arrays have strings as keys and behave more like 2-column tables, where the first column is a key which is used to access the values. By looking at this image, we can understand that here the index values are strings and we can use these strings as a keys to access the values of that array element. So in case of PHP internally stores all arrays as associative arrays. Multidimensional arrays. A multidimensional array is an array that can contain sub-arrays and subarrays can further contain subarrays within them. So here we can put an array inside another array. An array of arrays is also called as a multidimensional arrays. So it's our time to summarize what all the things we have covered in this session. We learned about arrays in PHP, and we discussed about the different types of arrays. There are numerical arrays, associative arrays, and multidimensional arrays. So that's all for the day. Thank you.